Right, I'm a bit bored today. I downloaded some films from 1979 and they're all terrible. Never watched Stalker, the Russian film about people entering the zone. Very boring. It's 40 minutes too long. It's a bit like that one where the Russian film where they go off to the star and it's got a planet going around it, which is a big ocean that sucks their thoughts and turns it back on them. That also begins with S, but I forgot the name of it. So yeah, something like that. That's too long and boring as well. And then I watched a Japanese film from 1979 called Demon Pond, which started off alright, and then halfway through, out of the pond came a man who appeared, who used to be a crab, and he had big claws. He got a bit silly, very Japanese, so I'm a bit raw. So I thought I would cook a meal for my wife as I started watching the old Pete's Pan's Spanish cooking. Well, actually this is France, but it's just north of Spain. It's going to be lamb kidneys in ruby port, basically, and he did it with rice, but I'm going to do a small rosti, which is obviously probably Swiss or Southern German, with onion, a rosti with onion and some mixed herbs. That has parsley in it and salt and pepper, so it's very simple. A good slug of olive oil, as Peter would say. He uses Madeira wine, which is sweet. I couldn't get that from Tesco, so I got ruby port. Not quite sure what the difference is between ruby and tawny when they're both £8.50 each. They probably put some brown food colouring in the tawny one, and I think it's supposed to be aged more, the tawny one, and be more expensive. But even the top's plastic nowadays. Dear me. Anyway, I just to make sure it hadn't gone off, I've invented my own cocktail, which is cider and ruby port. It tastes a bit like sparkling Vimto. Anyway, and what I'm going to do is when I do the rosti, I found a couple of my mum's ancient baking cuttarators. So depending on how much stuff I've got, I'll be using that as a mould for my rosti. I like to part microwave my potato and onion first, because then you'll always make sure it's soft inside, so you don't want to get it too far done. But if you microwave it first after you grated it, then you can just put it in the frying pan and get the outside brown, and you know that the inside will be nice and soft, so not hard as nails. And his top tip, only Pete in his pans does that, like in his motorhome in southern France. Well, we'll see. I've got to go and watch the YouTube video again, because I've forgotten how he does it. I know he fries it, but I'm not quite sure what else he does at the same time. Quite a simple meal. It's for my wife, my long-suffering wife, which is going to come home soon. So I hope she's hungry, not stopped off at the Chinese chow mein, chicken chow mein that she loves. Anyway, we'll see. Enough blathering. Let me go and watch the video and see what I'm doing. Right, I just watched the video again. Pete's Pans. Well, here's a proper kidneys from France. He had to take the suet off first, then take off the outer skin, and then he cut them in half. Well, I'm looking at my Tesco's ones. Obviously, they've taken the suet off the outside. They look like they've got skin on, but I think they've just got a funny colour. And he chops them in half. Well, some of mine have been chopped in half almost, and some haven't. God, how much do they pay their butchers at Tesco's? But is it fucking hell, they cut that in half the wrong way. It's supposed to be lengthways. And it's not even cutting. That's dreadful. Anyway, I'm sure it'll taste fantastic. I'm not going to fly off to France just to get proper kidneys. Yeah, I think an AI machine. Look at that one. Why has it got a cut there? I think something wrong with the cutting machine. Anyway, it's very rustic, and Pete would be proud of that. I'm going to use my ancient old French Beaujolais pan. The non-stick wore off years ago, so it's now seasoned. When your non-stick falls away, it ends up being seasoned. And so I'm going to use that. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'll be doing that. And basically all you do is you fry them. And then you add veal stock. But I haven't got any veal stock. I forgot about that. Couldn't get any at Tesco's. I have to use chicken stock. What OXO cubes have I got? I might have a lamb OXO cube actually. That would be good, wouldn't it, for lamb's kidneys? Yeah, so basically you just cook them with the veal stock and the ruby port and the onion, and just reduce it down until they're nice and cooked. You fry them first, but not all the way through. Just brown the outside, and then you tenderise them by cooking them slowly. And like I said, we'll do the rosti first. So I've got a bit of cutting to do. We'll be back shortly. Oh, and also, as a surprise for my darling wife, some of the leftover Spanish sweet peppers, onion, etc., garlic marinade I did for my excellent video on parsnips, fried parsnips. So I'm going to put some of those in a cracker with some brie and toast it quickly for a starter course for my wife. And that'll work well. Can't remember what that sauce is called. It starts with an S, but I've forgotten the name. I'm not very good with things with S, like I can't remember that film in Russia. That started with an S as well. Sol, not solar. Oh God. Anyway, I can't remember that either. Good job I can remember Spain. That starts with an S. Good, right, let's have a drink for inspiration. That's very good. I have to give it, I have to name it. Right, good. Right, let's start chopping onions and potatoes and grating them. Right, rather unsurprisingly, I couldn't find any veal stock in the fridge, or even any lamb stock, or either veal stock or lamb stock oxo cubes, so I went for a chicken one. Right, and also, where's the grater gone? It's migrated. Get it? Migrated. Anyway, it's fucked off, so I'm going to have to use the mandolin. Yeah, I'm going to use the mandolin. Ooh, which is always a bit dicey with your fingers. You wouldn't want to do that while you've had a few drinks, would you? No, you wouldn't. So I'll have to... Yeah, I have to be very careful. Pardon? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so I'll end up with blue fingers or with all those plasters. Yeah, so I'm going to grate those and then get back to you in a minute. Oh, also, I'm going to give my wife a little glass of port with her starter, the cracker, with the sauce, which is starting with S that I can't remember, and the brie. And also that's my port for the main dish that's served in that sort of spittoon that they do at a doctor's once you rinse after you've had a root canal work. Good. Right, back in a minute. It's all gone really well, and I didn't even lose a finger. I was going to put some tomato ketchup on there and go, ah! But we didn't have any. And I thought, I'm not going to open a brand new pack of passata, but it's not even mine, just for a visual effect joke. So I've used the grater, just don't touch it. And I've got my onion, nice. And I've also got the world's smallest French fries, look at that. They'd make a good little dip, wouldn't they? I might actually fry some of that. I might keep some aside just to fry in the oil. If you go good, yeah. Yeah, midget French fries. Are you allowed to say midget French fries? Is that PC? Not sure. There you go. Right, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to microwave these. The thing about microwaving it, just you want it cooked, but you don't want it to go down to mashed potato. And actually, I've got too many onions there. Obviously, it's for the lamb as well, but I don't want to get too many onions there. But I do want to cook them all. It won't take too long. Just simmer them down so they're soft, and also when they go in the mould, they'll fit in nicely. But we don't want mush, so it's a bit tricky. We just need to do it by ear, or by sight, or smell, or touch. How many senses have I done that? I think it's 6. You can tell I'm just so relieved that I survived. Gloria Gaynor probably wrote that song while using a mandolin. Right, okay, so let's tidy up a bit. I'll do my stock in a minute. I basically just dissolve the stock cube with water. And let's get this in the microwave. Sweet. Which is over there next to the half-fed Chinese hot tub filter that failed. So somebody's got to clean it with a toothbrush to get rid of all the chalky deposits that South East Water gives to us. Guess whose job that was today who hasn't done it? No, too busy cooking. Good, right, so let's get the microwave on in a minute. Sweet. Now, as you can see, I've put some black pepper and mixed herbs on there just to infuse into the chips now because they're little chips, into the potato and the onion when I put them in the microwave. I'll probably put them in about 180 watts, and then every couple of minutes to see how they're getting on. I'm going to put a plate on top so they don't lose all the moisture. Some will escape. Now I could put a penis, schlong, wiener, wang, todger, knob. Oh yeah, that's the word. I'm really having trouble with my words today. It's the Russians. Yeah, so what was it? Was it a wiener? No, a schlong. Schlong of butter on there, or a knob if you're British. But I don't think I'll bother because it's almost vegan or vegetarian apart from the lamb, of course. So yeah, don't bother, and it won't add any more taste. Good, right. Also, what time is it now? It's now 5 o'clock. My wife says she's leaving at 5:30. Oh, she's working till 5:30, and then has prep work. She should be back by 6:30, so I don't want to cook it too early, but I will do that prep first, and I'll show you the results. It will be soft, and but it will still be able to be put in there. I might use a bit of flour, and of course I've got to fry it, so there's quite a lot of frying. I can also do it in the oven as well afterwards, so I can fry it first, put it in the oven and warm it up. God, that sounds appetizing, doesn't it? Anyway, back in a minute. You keep saying, because I've only got 25 minutes. What have I got down to? 22 minutes. Yeah, either the battery goes in this GoPro or I've run out of space. I've got 22 minutes. Mind you, some people say that my cooking videos are far too long. Idiots. Right, I think the microwave is done. I've not checked it yet, I'm looking in a minute. But look, I set the table for my wife. Ooh, she'll be impressed when she sees that. I made a little thing out of potatoes for the sexy sandalwood candle. Oh, she's going to be blown away. Of course, she's not having any pudding. Or it's not 3 courses either, but I thought I'd impress. Sweet, good. Let's see how it goes. Well, actually, let's look in the microwave. Ooh, got an action camera. Hopefully my GoPro's got stabilisation on. Oh, it smells there. Well, there you go. Right, I've got to test the consistency. I can't do it with me holding the camera. I'll have to have a look in a minute. Right, good work. Obviously, it's got warm. That's always a good start with your microwave. Okay, joking aside, this is quite good. It's still slightly not quite, it's still quite hard in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another 2 minutes on 360 or 3 minutes on 360. And then eventually, hopefully when I do the frying in my pan, it will be mushy enough but not falling apart into the ring. And then it'll be brown on the outside and soft on the inside, not hard. Yeah, the potatoes always take more than you need. So another 2 minutes on 360, and then I'll have a taste. It needs to be al dente, as they say. Good. Well, that rosti smells very good, and it's it's crumbling up. Oh, see, it's crumbling up. Yeah, soft, but not falling apart. I think I've got quite a lot. Might need a bigger pan. I'm gonna need a bigger pan, just like in the Jaws movie. Yeah, I might have to use 2 of them. Ooh. Hope she's hungry. Do what? No, one big, one small. I can have a taste of them. So we'll just steam off a bit. Then I'm going to have to oil my ring. I always like a video where I oil my ring. So I'm going to oil my ring. It sounds like one of those Spanish singers. Oil my ring. And a maranga. And her maracas. A big pair of lovely maracas. Good, right. Yeah, I'm going to oil my ring. And then I'm going to put that in. I might use a bit of flour. Should I use some flour? No, I'm not going to use any flour. Let's just do it au natural. We're going to make 2. And then we're going to put them in the fridge to set. Because if you cool, once it's cooled down, then it'll get into a setting thing, and it'll come out the ring easier. And then we can just fry it. Good. So yeah, let's just leave that. I'll mix it in and then put it in the fridge for a while. Oh. My vocal cords need lubricating because I'm forgetting what I'm doing. And it's 5:30 now, so she should be on her way home. So I'm going to start doing that in a minute, and I'll start doing another video. Yeah, good slug of olive oil. Let's just fry them really quick, really hot. Put them to one side, let the juices come out, and the juices will be the base for that. so I mustn't lose my juices. Have I mentioned my wedding night yet? No, I haven't. Well, I have now. Technically, this is the moment of truth. Will it come out or not after I oil my ring? I also oil my bottom as well as my ring. How many minutes have I got left? 18. Good. Excellent. Right. Yes. Oh, I just need it. Let's have a bit of Dutch courage. Will this come out after I oiled it? And it's going in the fridge. Right. Careful, Andy. I'm doing it one-handed, of course, with the GoPro. Come on. Who doubted it? Oh, me for a start. Oh yeah, right into the fridge. Ooh, if you're on the Great British Bake Off, into the freezer, like that poor woman had yesterday with her, what was it, her 1970s gâteau. What's the difference between a gâteau and a cake? Well, there you go. Put your comments in the comment section and tell me why. Right, let's put it in the fridge. Right, ooh, my very badly chopped kidneys. Last one. Yeah, he didn't want to go in, but he had his parachute attachment attached. So there we go. Right, 2 minutes and a brown both sides. The stock. That's going really well. Oh, that smells good. Just a molly ball. The only reason why I don't want to overcook these is that I want all the juices going onto the plate. It all pours out and you pour it into the sauce later. I don't want juices going into this and I'm about to do my onions. Look how they cut that the wrong way around. That should have been vertical, horizontal, not vertical. Oh. Eat. Yeah. So 1 more minute. I put it as high. I should perhaps put it in a bigger burner, but we're getting there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want any fat. I don't want any juice inside going out. I want them in the actual main meal, but then when I cook them, I don't want them raw in the middle. That will be bad for kidneys. I've got to be stopped though. I'm going to do it up to 58. No, 59. 1 more minute. Right, they're all done now. That's still my favourite. That stingy bit. You can floss your teeth after eating them. They're the most misshapen kidneys ever. Not quite like little peach pans. Anyway. Ooh, I mean, look at that one. How do you cut a kidney like that? Not that it's getting on my nerves. Oh, we've got some good stuff in there. What we do is we'll leave that in the pan when we put our onions in. So let's turn it up a bit. We don't get them too hot now. We want to saute them, but not go too brown. We don't want to caramelise. Well, this is what you do. This is an action camera. Just clearing off your plate. Oh, sweet. Right. What do I do? Oh, my favourite implement of all time. Let's put it down to nothing. Right, let's just leave that to soak up those juices, those onions. And these ones, like the juice is already coming out, we add those later. I will once again put a plate over the top. We don't want to lose any too much. They can sit there while these go slowly. Next is the port and then the stock. I have to go and look at the video again to see what I think you put the port in with the onions. I think you put the stock in with the kidneys. Yeah, cool. Ooh. Go do it that way, clockwise. If you do it that way, you don't get the smell in your mouth. It wafts it that way. Go do it clockwise towards your nose. Well, you can tell I've got very adventurous after having a few of my new invented cocktail, the port and cider cocktail, that I've decided to do a deconstructed thing on top of my crackers with my Spanish base on sweet peppers and onions and garlic, etc., and tomatoes. I can't remember the name. It starts with an S. So it's going to be the crackers, then it's going to be the base, and it's going to be my brie on top that's going to be slightly melted. And I thought, why not do a deconstructed bouquet garni on top, which is basically just sprinkling some herbs, rosemary and thyme as well, and a bit of salt. Oh yeah, some more. Oh, I'll get the good salt out. We'll give it a bit of a punch. Right, back in a minute. Oh, I'm inventing it as I go along. Always the best way for doing cooking. Sweet! Right, I got slightly distracted. I need to pour in, those are doing really well actually. They smell really good. I need to pour in all the juices off my kidneys. Oh, that looks fantastic. I'm doing this all one-handed. I knew I should use a tripod. These are all, are they going to fall out? No. Right, so let's tip that in. Carefully. Oh, that one, that's a jumper. Right. Good. Let's give that a bit of a stir. Turn up the heat a bit. Yeah. Once they've done over a few minutes, we'll stick in the port. Damn, that smells good. Anyway, getting back to the main thing. Yeah, I'm going to do some on top of my crackers. I'm going to do some herbs. I'm going to do the thyme and rosemary, but I don't want to put all that in. It'll be too strong. So I'm going to mix it with some great salt, Maldon smoked sea salt, and I'm going to pound it in there just to loosen it up a bit. And if you don't have a pestle and mortar, which I don't, you can use a plastic dish and just use the end of a, that's my top tip, just use the end of a rolling pin. It takes a bit longer, of course, you don't want to break anything, but there you go. Or you can just use but just don't break anything. Sweet. Well, blimey, that's potent. After I've crushed it up. You won't want too much on there. Again, as my wife, don't mention her name, blow her socks off. Right, this is doing really well. It's reduced down. And let's stick that port in. Turn the temperature up. And let this go down to a thick syrupy sauce. And now let's stick the kidneys in. Ooh. Once I get it up to temperature again, I'll do it down to a slow simmer. I've got to look at the YouTube video. How long do I leave it? Ooh. That looks very French, doesn't it? And some crusty baguette. Rather than that, to stir it around. A crusty baguette to stir it all around. I tell you, I'm really enjoying this. God knows what it tastes like, but who cares? It's a bit of adventure, isn't it? In my sad life. Oh, there we go. We're too hot now. Yeah, that'll do me. Right, we'll leave that to rock and roll. I think I'll give it 10 minutes and I'll turn them all over. Right, there we go. That's the starters. Once we put in the microwave just to freshen them up. That's leftovers for the chef. Don't worry about that. And yeah, I decided to do something different that he did. He put in the stock afterwards and the kidneys. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it with the pork, with a bit more pork. Keep more oomph. Because I use a chicken stock cube from Oxo. I don't think that's the way to go. I'll put a knob of butter, not a wiener or a schlong. I cracked that joke earlier. Yeah, so I'm going to boil that down until it's really, really thick. Put a bit more port in. Then put the kidneys in. I've still got to do my rosti yet. I need another pan out here. Yeah, we'll do the rosti soon. I can always put that in the oven if it doesn't. I don't know what time my wife's going on. She left at 5:30, or she finished at 5:30. No, 6:30. So let's keep cracking. I'm enjoying it though. Oh, yes. Oh, I've got enough memory card space left. Oh, and the chef. Sweet. It smells so fucking good. It's incredible. Well, my wife's come home, which is good news. And I've set the candle, as they would say in the old Star Trek 1960s episodes, to stun. Got a little glass of that port to go with her starters. Ooh, and there's the rosti, looking quite good. It's going to be in the frying pan in a minute. I've got and there's my my sauce. It is thickened down to a nice gooey consistency. So I've got to be a bit on my toes here because I don't. I can always. I'll put the oven on just in case that cooks too much before that. I've got to put the kidneys in yet. Oh, the pressure. Oh no, this will help. Oh, good, sweet. Right, I've got to put this back. I should use a tripod. I knew I should use a tripod, but it's all looking really good. Ooh, sweet. And that's getting hot. Got to do this. But I put the oven on as an emergency just in case it wasn't ready. But yeah, there's my rosti going. Gonna warm it up. Stick it in the oven if it needs to be. I think that might be overcooked, or it might not be perfect. But the sauce consistency is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I've got it in the lowest heat. I think it'll be good. Let me taste the sauce on the end of that spatula. Now that's quite sweet. I think that'll be all right. I like more. I should put some salt in. I think. I'm going to put some, but again, I don't like salt or pepper. It needs something. Decision. Do I make it for me or do I make it for the person eating it? I think I might make it for the person eating it. Shall I put a roll salt and pepper on the table? Yeah. I'm going to do that one first in a minute. Cool. Yeah, let's get going with that one. Is that hot enough? Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a panic attack now. Maybe my wife won't like it. Anyway, let's stick the lid on. That can just sit there, stewing. It does need some salt for me, but we'll see what she says. You said you don't have taste, just put a bit of salt in. And we'll have a look at that in a minute. Darn it, I was worried about the bottom of my rosti and I've turned it over before it fully sealed on that side. So it's slightly falling apart, so I need to let it go for a bit longer. I'll just stick it in the oven in a minute. Let it go on, but yeah, that's the problem with a rosti. But it's rustic, isn't it? She'll like it. Right. I can get. Don't wobble the pan. Not looking good then. Oh, yeah. I knew that had happened. My rosti didn't have any flare on the outside. It wasn't in the fridge long enough. It hadn't congealed into a lump. So it's very rustic now, but I'll stick it in the oven while I do the rest of the cooking. Good. Right, and how's that looking? Oh, sweet. It smells really good, actually. I'm trying to. Yeah, that is really good. I think a bit splash bit more of the old pork. Yeah. Just making up as I go along now. And we still got that actually is parsley to go on top. I didn't put any salt and pepper on, but my wife can put it on the table rather than those, which is a bit yeah, just like I got them from Tesco's. I thought I'd put them in those special designed salt and pepper pots that I found. Yeah, how sexy is that? Yeah, it's as all the best restaurants and hotels use. Brilliant. And I got that in a minute. I've got to do that in the microwave. We're almost ready, I think. Yeah, everything's looking really good. I'm pleased. Although I'm not going to eat any of it, of course. Oh no.